Από πότος κακοδαίμονος. Hadith! Yopan. 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 Promu Youngeis opisomo teletorkai epistolomo daimonis epidexiamo sinokis Flegegar perimu astoton pente Cayenti stelle o astoton hex the staki Patos kakodaimenos.
Greetings of earth and heaven on this day. It's all in Sagittarius, and the moon waning, and it's all in Capricorn. The moon waning in Sagittarius. Got that reverse. It's all in Capricorn, the moon waning in Sagittarius. Kind of goes. Melissa's birthday is today. She's a Capricorn, and I'm a Sagittarius. Okay. Let us adore together the divine deity, the Father, Mother, God, who in unity formulates the golden and magical child, the Eld archetype and hologram of the human race. Nature is a system of nuptials and gives us the language of spirit by the love of the goddess leading us on to the divine life. The crown of immortality for us is the power of God within a kingdom of love, wherein the heart dwells. And here do we adore the biune God in its unity and in love. Love is our essence and our nature. It tinctures the pure expression of the will. In honor of this nameless God, with the love of the goddess, and by the zeal of our spiritual aspiration, are we able to see the soul unveiled, that we might know each other in the light, in beauty, truth, and love, and by way of the essence that is the pure will in each of us, do we in peace and harmony also adore this golden and magical child of the biune God.
thou who aspirest to the knowledge of the heart, know that equilibrium is the basis of the work.
We must always endeavor to seek length through the strife of contending forces.
Rejoice, therefore, through thy trials thou shalt triumph.
The Master has said, Blessed art thou.
Yet, O aspirants, let thy victories bring thee not to vanity.
With the increase of gnosis should come the increase of wisdom.
Be sure that thy soul is steadfast.
Fear is failure and the forerunner of failure, and courage is the beginning of virtue.
Therefore, fear not the spirits, but be firm and courteous with them.
We are what we each make of ourselves, our actions affecting each ourselves, and also the entire universe.
Worship and neglect not the physical body, which is thy temporary connection to the outer and material world.
Knowledge of the heart starts by strengthening and controlling the animal passions, and by disciplining both the emotions and the reason.
Strive ever to nourish the higher aspirations.
Verily in heart do we good unto others for its own sake, and not for any gratuity.
Remember that unbalanced force is evil.
We ever act passionately, think rationally, and each must be thyself.
We also have the greatest self-respect and accumulate virtue in all that you do. Virtue is the prelude to holiness.
The material act is but the outward expression of our thoughts. We must strive ever to the control of thought and the fixity of our intent.
Establish thyself firmly in the equilibrium of forces, in the center of the cross of the elements, that rosy cross from whose center the creative word issued in the birth of the dawning universe.
Therefore must we be prompt and active as the sylphs, avoiding frivolity and caprice. We must be energetic and strong like the salamanders, avoiding irritability and ferocity. Also, we must be flexible and attentive to images like the undines, avoiding idleness and changeability. And finally, we should be laborious and patient like the gnomes, avoiding grossness and avarice.
In true religion there is no sect. Therefore take heed that thou blaspheme not the name by which another knoweth his God. For if thou do this name in Jupiter, thou wilt blaspheme Jehovah, and in Osiris Yeshua. Ask and ye shall have. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you.
Good afternoon. Today we're going to give some thoughts on the Egregore, what an Egregore means, how it's evolved in our thought, our intuition. And I think it's important we start out by saying there is a mystical intuition that is unique to human consciousness. And while symbols mark many stages, there are many parts of our consciousness that we really create and have created religion over time. But first, let's be clearly that thought is a substance. We've heard of our brains emitting delta waves and particles and beta and alpha states of consciousness. And remember, waves can be particles, particles can be waves. So, for all physical accounts, thought is a physical phenomenon. I would say it's more than a physical phenomenon. There's something not physical about it, metaphysical. But at a certain base level, our thought is certainly composed of particles and waves. And if you take a group of people and you get them all to participate in the same visualization, this is a thought form, that whenever it becomes visualized, it can become as if real, if not indeed actual and real. Now, this idea is, shall we say, an occult extrapolation on something that was a part of ancient magic, so much to the point that we see in the New Testament, Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. For where two or three have gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. So take that and this vision of Jesus, and imagine millions of people over thousands of years. There's this egregore that makes Jesus Christ real despite any argument that scholars might have or might not have. The egregore of any being, real or imaginary, has its own life. Any character. This could be a Disney character. This could be a religious icon. This could be a perception of your own parent or sibling or spouse. But especially those real and imaginary that create a strong emotion in us. Even amongst a group of us, that becomes a shared reality. Everybody getting into a very popular band. Everybody liking what a certain philosopher has to say. Every news event that strikes the public as profound. And for that matter, on a personal level, this kind of personal egregore, these ones that we build for ourselves, have their own life. Now, for most of us, we're known little past our social network. And then you look at, Hollywood movie stars and people with larger egregores built up, because more people believe that, this actress is very extravagant and very vivacious and whatever. The egregore gets up so much to the point you see some stars start to believe it themselves, and as it said, they get caught up in their own PR. It can lead to a psychic breakdown. Okay. So now let's take this Jesus Christ and how much it's really changed over the years. The first 500 years, Jesus is an extraordinary prophet in the Roman Church, which is the only church after the Gnostics were snuffed out. Now, the Gnostics had a much more pluralistic viewpoint, or had many viewpoints on Jesus that differed amongst groups and had different ideas. And then you look at, then he becomes a god, and now he becomes all different kinds of gods to all different kinds of eras in European and American history. This Jesus has morphed over time. He's not seen in the same way or worshipped in the same way as he was 1,000 years ago. And so there's a lot of different Jesuses that have been built up in our thought forms out there. And perhaps we come under this one large, very powerful Egregore that's as deep as it is ancient. The figure is confused. At best, we have to say that because there's too many different ideas for the same person, and you can't identify a singular person. However, you can identify an archetype, so it's not to say that there isn't a larger archetype that is Jesus, but it has to come down to be all these different things. Now, the word Egregore is a Greek word. It's defined as to rouse from sleep or to be excited by passion, to be awake, to watch. Now, it's the watcher idea that really feeds the Symplegriff and Apocrypha of 2,000 years ago. In the book of Enoch, the Anunnaki and the Nephilim, these were sons of God, who had mated with the daughters of men. So the Anunnaki mate with the daughters of men, and they produce these Nephilim. And also these Nephilim get, in other texts, get to be called watchers. And we know from the Star Gnosis, these watchers are shining ones. They are the four archangels that mark the 4 quarters of the year. So then we have these 4 watcher stars, these shining ones. And even around BC, it was these shining ones that took Enoch to paradise. This seems, interestingly enough, to be as if these were secret chiefs. From our discussion recently, here on another sermon, they're certainly evolved ancient souls from a certain perspective. And so it may be that there are great seers amongst us, that maintain these ancient Egregores, that keep the starry gnosis alive. These beings live for real, whether we're talking Jesus, the Watchers, the ancient shining ones. These beings exist in a place that is our intuition, a place between awake and asleep. We call it the astral plane. It's the depth of our intuition. It's our ability to understand a story. And it's the great stories that move us, that tap the parts of our mind and get certain particles and waves to flow. Now, indeed, we, the Western mystery tradition, cover tradition, where Jesus was not the only master. There's a line of masters all now gone, all dead. But their Egregores live, and they have followers. And we know often enough plenty of tales where the main message gets distorted. The Egregore becomes something that the actual person was not. The legend is created. We have Jesus, Moses, Muhammad, Saint Germain, Krishna. We even have, in the Westminster tradition, specifically Crowley, Blavatsky, Mathers. So that we have, Levy, John Dee. All the other types have grown stronger even with the internet. They've gotten on more adherents. There's different conceptions as to who and what they are. And with all these different confused perceptions about all these different dead masters, is it no wonder that there's this large, chaotic vibe out there? And that's really the forces of chaos and confusion are really what we call the Black Lodge. Again, to be differentiated from the Black School. So really, it becomes important for us to establish a new Egregore and to remember that it is there to serve us in our time and not for all time. Let the future have its own Egregore. The imagery created in mythology which for us, in our mythology, is about Babylon and the beast, there is this archetype that extends through historical, phenomenal reality of the Western mystery tradition. We have the symbols of the two-headed eagle. We have the idea of the ancient demiurge. This is that archetypal force that we associate with Babylon and the beast. So there's rich symbols here present to create a new mythos, which is what we're creating when we look at thelemic gnosis. It's going to the heart of who and what we are as psychic beings in the here and now. And we forge a new Egregore with that. Now, our church stands here as a conduit. Okay? It's there to inspire our congregation to keep this vision in the astral, where the church itself has it physically and literally grounded down to earth. Okay? Feed it, make it strong. So we come to the idea of current. You're called by many today, known as the 93 current. It is what Babylon and the beast represent to us: light, life, love, and liberty. These are our spiritual aims. We can call those aims the Obi. That Obi is activated, magically charged by the symbols of Babylon and the beast. But it is our spiritual aspiration to light, life, love, and liberty that Babylon and the beast become symbols of. Now, we need to get more specific, in more details how that happens, but that's the basic thing. Okay, and this Obi sits in that astral plane of human consciousness. But it needs its wanga, that is the material reflection of the spiritual image. Our church. Our church is the battery that grounds it. It really kind of centers itself in our own Qibla here, wherein is a red ink copy of Lateral. So we have this Egregore that we build. It has its own life, but it does not focus on a personality, an image of some personality of God. We're not acknowledging God as a personality, because that's counter-Gnostic. We're acknowledging God as something ineffable, undefinable. And that is the greater glory of the Lord. For us, we are all gods. So those who come here, those who join us on this new astral plane called the Internet, that they all find inspiration in Babylon and the Beast. That's our unifying symbol. It's going to mean many things to many of us. But in the symbol of our collective union, we have a stable, unifying image. And it's an image of devotion to the Godhead without giving it a personality, but showing it as absolutely everything that it is. And that's everything that's all around us and we ourselves. We're all God's stuff. In this, we take in inspiration. We take in spirit with every breath. That solar prana, that chi, that we breathe in. And it makes the mind work. And the mind generates these waves. We're transmuting energy. And so the Obi in each ourselves is built to form as we learn how to make our way successfully in this world of contending forces. And for each of us, we manifest the Egregore through the church, through our communion, our Eucharist, where two or more are gathered in its name. And here today we have, I hope, more than several. The church then is the magical child that manifests our community. As for each of us, the hearth in our homes, it is its altar. And hopefully everybody keeps their own altar for devotion. You have your own personal Egregore, expressing your spirituality, grounded it down to earth. I don't care that you worship in front of it, or dance in front of it, or keep it in the corner and just let it sit there and rot. We should have that center that brings it down to earth. And so that's the wanda of our private lives. We each ourselves being the magical child. Thank you. For Osiris on Nophris, who is found perfect before the gods, it said, "These are the elements of my body, perfected through suffering, glorified through trial. For the scent of the dying rose is as the repressed sigh of my suffering, and the flame red fire is the energy of mine undaunted will. And the cup of wine is the pouring out of the blood of my heart, sacrificed unto regeneration, unto the newer life. The bread is the foundation of my body, which I transform readily that it may be renewed. For I am Osiris triumphant, even Osiris on Nophris, the justified. I am he who is clothed with the body of flesh, yet in whom is the spirit of the great gods. I am the Lord of life, triumphant over death. He who partaketh with me shall arise with me. I am the manifest in matter. I am the manifester in matter of those whose abode is in the invisible. I am purified. I stand upon the universe. I am its reconciler with the eternal gods. I am the perfecter of matter. And without me is the universe is not. I am come in the power of light. I am come in the mercy of the light. I am come in the light of wisdom. The light hath healing on its wings. Blessed be thou, Lord of the universe, for thy glory flows out to the ends of the universe rejoicing. Through 30 ethers I summon the forces of the universe in myself. I inhale the perfume of the rose, for the air is the sweetness of life. I feel the warmth of the sacred lamp, the fire of my very own spirit. I taste this cake of light to nourish the foundation of my renewed body. I drink this wine, that the body become infused with spirit. Finally, the ringing of the bell enchants my soul unto the city ornaments.
I inhale the perfume of the rose, for the air is the sweetness of life. I feel the warmth of this sacred lamp, the fire of my very own spirit. I taste this cake of light to nourish the foundation of my renewed body. I drink this wine, that the body become infused with spirit. Finally, the ringing of the bell enchants my soul to the city of the pyramids.
I inhale the perfume of the rose, for the air is the sweetness of life. I feel the warmth of the sacred lamp, the fire of my very own spirit. I taste this cake of light to nourish the foundation of my renewed body. I drink this wine, that the body become infused with spirit. Finally, the ring of the bell enchants my soul into the city of the pyramids.
Behold the doctrine of the four yachts. Integrity. The integral man and woman seeks always to do that which is benevolent, yearning to do that which is right, without prospect of profit. He or she dedicates him or herself to what is good, and without pressure from others, he or she redresses his or her errors. Good deeds are accumulated, as it is known that they will be sufficient to create character in us. If bad deeds are not accumulated, they will not be sufficient to disrupt our lives. The petty man or woman thinks that small good deeds are unimportant and does not do them. He or she thinks that small bad deeds are unimportant and does not abstain from them. Thus, his or her evil accumulates until it can no longer be disguised, and his or her unconscious guilt grows until it can no longer be suppressed. The noble man or woman strives to harvest virtue in all its forms. Intent. Intent is not a thought or an object or a wish. Intent is what can make a man or woman succeed when his or her thoughts say that he or she is defeated. It operates in spite of one's self-indulgence and generates invulnerability and impeccability. He or she then walks the path with heart and waits for an opening to freedom. Sufficient personal power leads to the mastery of intent. Our reality is completely and entirely based upon our intent. It is a sign of considerable advance when a man begins to be moved by the will, by his own energy, self-determined, instead of being moved by desire, by a response to an external attraction or repulsion. Intent creates your reality, what you are intending for yourself. You can recognize it by listening to your real wishes, the ones with emotional buttons on them. The wishes that make you cry and scare you enough to make you cringe, or bring you a huge smile across your face just thinking about them. They are buried deep inside, and they are the force that moves you in this life. Intelligence. All matter is alive and in its own way is intelligent. Matter is made manifest by its rate of vibration. The frequency of vibration in matter and its density provide for us a key to the level of consciousness indwelling any being or object. Its rate of vibration shows us the degree of its intelligence. Nothing is dead or inanimate in nature. Everything exists in some degree of animation. Everything is alive and in its own way is an expression of universal mind. Only this all-pervading consciousness and intelligence is expressed in a different way in all the diverse beings made manifest. The degree of consciousness in any one thing corresponds to the degree of its density or the speed of its vibrations. The more dense the matter, the less conscious it is and the less intelligent. In our bodies, we must strive to raise the rate of vibration of our flesh, as we know that flesh contributes to the quality of thought in our brain. Also, the greater the rate of vibration of any particular being, the more conscious and the more intelligent in matter. Hence, intelligence is related to adaptation. The more intelligent an individual, the better able he or she is able to adapt to the circumstances of life. He or she then learns to accept the world as it is and is not confounded by finding it not to be what he or she might want it to be. Intuition. Every one of us possesses the faculty, the interior sense that is known by the name of intuition. But how rare are those who know how to develop it? It is, however, only by the aid of this faculty that men can ever see things in their true colors. It is an instinct of the soul which grows in us in proportion to the employment we give it, and which helps us to perceive and understand the realities of things with far more certainty than can the simple sense of our senses and the exercise of our reason. What are called good sense and logic enable us to see only the appearance of things, that which is evident to everyone. The instinct spoken here being a rejection of our perceptive consciousness, a rejection which acts from the subjective to the objective, and not vice versa, awakens in us spiritual senses and power to act. These senses assimilate to themselves the essence of the object or of the action under examination, and represent it to us as it really is, not as it appears to our physical senses and to our cold reason. We begin with instinct, we end with omniscience. The words of Anna Helena Prevotna Blavatsky. And so, the Lord bless you. The Lord enlighten your minds, comfort your hearts, sustain your bodies. The Lord bring you to the accomplishment of pure will, the great work, the summum bonum, true wisdom, and perfect happiness.